When you first start out juggling, you want to reach for something like a bean bag. A bean bag has a nice weight to it and it's got this squish, which is going to make it comfortable to juggle, and if you drop it, it's not going to bounce or roll too far. It's pretty much going to stay in one place. For the sake of clarity, in today's demonstration, I'll be using these big stage balls. Your stance is important when you juggle. The first part is to make sure your feet are shoulder width apart and your arms are out like you're carrying a pillow or something like that. You hold the ball in one hand and you want it to throw it up so that it peaks right above eye level. And you're going to try and do that with both hands. Notice how the ball's peaking at the same height at two different points. When I throw with my right hand, it peaks just above my left hand, and when I throw with my left hand, it peaks just above my right hand. You'll also notice that my hands are doing a scooping action as I catch the ball from the outside and throw it towards the inside. Once you have that mastered and you're able to get it to peak at the same height every single time, you're ready to start using your second ball. Start by throwing the ball in your right hand over to your left. When it reaches its peak point, throw the ball in the left hand over to the right. Keep doing this until you can catch both balls. Now start with the left hand. Throw the ball from the left hand over to the right, and when it reaches its peaking point, throw the ball from your right hand over to your left hand. Now practice alternating, starting with your right hand and continuing with your left hand. One common mistake I see at this point when people are just starting to learn is they'll spin the ball off of their fingers to create enough room for the second ball to come down. You want to keep the balls on the same plane. You have enough time to catch it out here and throw it on the inside, and then come back with your hand to catch the other ball. You don't need to panic about this. Try and stay calm and create those scooping actions to create enough time for you to catch the ball as it comes down. Notice how both balls stay on the same plane. The balls don't go in front or behind of each other, they go to the side of each other. Believe it or not, adding the third ball is actually the easiest part. You're basically going to throw the balls just like you were throwing them before, but the third ball is going to fall into place in that figure 8 motion. Some people have a hard time starting the 3-ball cascade because they have to keep a ball in one hand and throw it with the same hand. So the best way to do that is to take the ball, place it at the heel of your hand, and use these two fingers, your pinky finger and your ring finger, to hold the ball into place. And then just practice without the third ball, holding 2 balls in one hand and throwing one and catching it with the other hand. You want to try and get that same height that you're getting when you're doing your cascade pattern. Notice how all the balls follow the same path in a sideways figure 8 or an infinity sign. All 3 balls are peaking at 2 points at the same height. Notice the scooping action that I'm doing with both hands, catching the ball on the outside and then scooping it in to the inside. You can find more juggling tips and supplies at jugglingstore.com.